Morning. Okay, so let's begin. Let's sit tall and straight, close the eyes, and bring the attention within. Begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine becoming one with all beings everywhere. Om. Set your mind on God alone. Om. Rest your thoughts in God alone. Om. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even more powerful, more significant, and even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits. Think of this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Do it because it must be done. So let's do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, just pretend you're chanting through the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits as though you were chanting it perfectly. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Diantrahasji. So now let's begin the asana practice. The way to keep your mind fixed on God is to see God in all forms, to recognize that every being is a divine manifestation of God and all his beautiful qualities. So celebrate and honor each and every one of them. Let's come to standing. So we'll begin with some warm-ups, prepare the body for the practice. Hands on the hips, start to circle the head. Take the head to the left, try to get your ears to shoulders, the chin to the chest, and the back of the head to the top of the back. And then switch the direction of rotation. Feel so the head were very heavy, moving all the way around the neck. And then right arm circles backwards. Try to circle the arm faster so that you can warm up the joint, winding up as though you're preparing this little ball. Then go forward. And then the left arm goes backwards. And then go forward. Feel as though you're holding a weight of 5 pounds in your hand to make the arms swing more easily. Good. Now bring your arms up over the head, hold the opposite elbows, bend to the left, bounce a few times, and then go to the other side. Try not to make folds in the waist as you bend. The other side of the body, go to the left, lift again, stretch the whole right side of the body, and then go to the right. Go to the left one more time, then go to the right. Come back to the center, bring the arms in front of the shoulders, and then open up your feet a little bit more, the edge of the edge of the mat. Throw the body from side to side. You can do Kapalabhati if you know it. Exhale as you complete the twist on each side. Throw your head all the way around. And come back to the center. Next one is called breath of joy. So do it with enthusiasm to make it live up to its name. First 3 movements on an inhale, last one an exhale. Looks like this. Toss the body down. Imagine you're throwing all the negativity out. Like a conductor conducting an orchestra. One more. Just stay down here and allow the body stop shaking and bouncing. And then roll your way up. Good. Now shake out the wrists, move the fingers very, very rapidly. Like you have no control over the hands, are moving all by themselves. Then up and down like the wings of a hummingbird again. If you're seeing your finger, if you can see your fingers, try to go faster so you can't even see them anymore. They're like blur. The arms by sides of body and continue to shake all the torso, the shoulders, the head flying in all the directions of the arms, like heavy ropes hitting the body. And then slow down here now. Feet by sides body, by sides body, and jump up as high as you can. If you're enthusiastic like a child, you'll always be blissful. And then I'll conclude, the arms out to the side. If you want, you can bring your left hand on a wall. So your right leg back and forth. Make the leg look like a pendulum. Try to get your knee to the shoulders, the toes, the back of the head. And then the other leg. Watch your toes, flex your foot so you don't step your toes on the ground when the foot comes down. Good, and then release here. So one more, bring the feet together, the arms by sides of body. Inhale, circle the arms up. 2, 3, lift the heels, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Control the movement so that the motions are always uniform. Even speed. 4, 5, 6. Exhale, back down. 2, 3. Try not to allow the heels to hit the ground heavily. 6. Come up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Inhale, rise up. 3, 4, 5, 6. And back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the chin back onto the chest in a gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations, for they are simply a form of mental attachment. And attachment always inevitably leads to suffering. So keep the mind free of restlessness, free of expectations. So let's come to the front of the mat, hands to the heart. Surya Namaskara. Let's pretend we're all together physically moving a school of fish. Raise arms up over the head, arch back. Come down, bend your knees if you need to, bring your hands flat on the ground. The right foot back, lower down a knee, drop down to the seat. Good, then come into the high plank. Bring the knees down, the seat goes back behind the heels. Glide between the arms, brush your nose glands are coming forward. Bhujangasana, take the shoulders back, the chest forward, the head back. Again, take the seats back 2 more times, glide between the arms. Make as you're trying to pull forward towards you, push the arms to the sides of the body, turn the fingers out. All these little tricks to help you move with more power and ease. Take the seats back, come forward, make like a snake creeping through the grass. And then coil majestically. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your seat, allow the head to go down, soften the line in the back. Then the right foot steps forward to the hands. Good. The feet come together, Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right back up to standing, reach up and back. And then come back home. Pranayama, hands to the heart. Go up and back again. Pull the body down in half. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that allows the breath to remain steady and even. Left foot back. Move the body, the breath will follow. Into the high plank. Knees down. Again, the seat goes back. Come forward between the arms. Try to imitate the snake, the way it moves. Imagine how that bounce range of motion. Take the seat back again. Come forward. Tap into all the divine qualities. Be regal and wise. Fierce and fearless. One more time, put the seat back. Coming forward, 3 times blessed. Those can imitate the forms on all levels, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. And then come right back up again. Reach and stretch the whole front of the body. Come back, Pranayama, hands to the heart. Always coming back to source and divine love. Reach the arms up and back. Infuse each and every movement with love and devotion. The right foot back into the lunge and into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar. The knees, chest, forehead down. Chest between your hands. Come forward if you can. Lift your hips between your hands. Push into your hands. Lift your hips away from the ground. Upward facing dog. Then back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you're flexible, maybe the forehead will touch the ground, the belly to your thighs. And then a right foot again to the hands. Feet together, bow to the legs, gesture of humbleness. And come right up to standing, reach up and back. Come back home. Every movement, every posture has its particular consciousness. Tap into it. Hold the body down in half. Uttanasana. Left foot back. Looking up as though in adoration. Into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down, right through between your hands. Into upward facing dog. Open yourself up to divine grace. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Remaining always humble, however. And then the left foot steps to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Modify according to conditions. Come all the way up. Reach up and back. Don't worry about the results. It's the effort that's more important, not any intention behind it, not the results. Reach up and back. Forward fold. Right foot back again. Into the plank. All movements deliberate and beautiful. Knees, chest, forehead down. If your intention is always to offer, the poses will become more beautiful and meaningful. Stay here for a moment. Bend the toes under and keep on pushing your hips forward between your hands, shoulders back. Look like a dog howling at the moon. Nose up. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat. Bounce here as well. Try to get your shoulders to open by trying to get your chest towards the ground, the belly to your thighs, and the forehead to the ground. Look like a dog stretching its back. Now the right foot comes forward to the hands. Anjalyasana. And then feet together. Chest on the thighs, head down. All the way up, Hasta Uttanasana, standing salutes. And then back home, always to the heart. Go up and back. Forward fold. As Dharmaji says, keep moving or you end up in big trouble. Left foot back. Move forward in every way. Not only physically, but spiritually as well. Mentally. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come right through into upward facing dog again. Stay here again. Bounce. Push your hips forward to your hands. Try not to lose your neck. No fold in the lower back of the neck. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Try to reflect and demonstrate the loyalty of the dog to its master and try to be devoted yourself in your practice. Now the left foot comes towards the hands, between the hands. Good. And then the feet come together, Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Then back home, hands to the heart. Let's add on now. Raise your arms up overhead, arch back, As you come forward this time, bend your knees, your belly on your thighs. Join your hands behind the back and pull them all the way up off your back, maybe over your shoulders, maybe in front of the head. Uttanasana. Then the right foot slides back, right knee down, right into Kapyasana. Swing your arms up, reach your arms way up, and then drop your shoulders down, reach back. Arch the back, look like a crescent moon. Radiate your legs from within. And come back into the high plank. You can do any other entry of your choice into upward facing dog if you want. Can lower down and one line from the heels to top of the head, hovering just above the ground, chaturanga. And then through into upward facing dog. Do according to your strength and abilities as always. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. The right leg up, and then step the foot between the hands. Kapyasana again. Reach up and back. Try to get your arms behind the side or behind your head. Reach back. That's it. Lift the chest, push the lower back in. Okay, when you come forward, belly on your side, swing your hands behind the back. Hold the breath so you can bring the left foot in to meet the right without a sound. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Back home. Anamasana. Bury your mind deep in the heart, watch one with even more power, grace, and ease. Come down now, belly on your thighs. Push your body into your legs, try to straighten the legs without detaching your body from the thighs. Bring your hands again up over your, off your back. Then the left foot goes back. Kapyasana. Reach up and back. Think of yourself as a monkey. This is monkey pose, so they have seemingly no bones in their arms, completely loose. Pull your arms back. And then break the pose, hands come back down into the high plank. Again, entry of your choice into upward facing dog, chaturanga or ashtanga namaskara. Move right through into upward facing dog. Then Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg goes up. Step the foot between the hands. All the transitions smooth like you're doing a divine dance devotion. Raise your arms up, pull them all the way back. Drop your shoulders down. Then come forward, belly on your side, swing your hands behind the back. Join your feet together. Uttanasana. Bow down in zone humbleness. Then come up again. Cross Uttanasana. Always coming back to source divine love at the heart. Go up and back again, the same variation. Plunge your head down towards the feet, belly on your thighs, and push your body into your legs. Try to get your legs straighter if you're flexible and your body gets in front of the legs. The right foot back. Back knee down, Kapyasana again. Stay here this time. Reach the arms up, pull the shoulders down, rock your shoulders back and forth. Try to get your chest up. Good. Again, get that looseness, the shoulders and the arms, just like the monkey, swinging from tree to tree. Lean away from the leg. Now break the pose, bring the hands back down, step back into high plank. If you're feeling strong, you can bring the seat all the way back and try to make it all the way through without touching your legs to the ground or your hips. Push your elbows into the body, push through into your toes, right into upward facing dog. Then Adho Mukha Svanasana. Immediately raise your right leg up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana and step the foot between the hands. Quietly. Back knee down, drop down to the feet. Kapyasana. See yourself in a practice you're trying to attain with the observance to yama and niyama, with the constant practice and angry determination. Anything is possible. Good stretch. Beautiful, everybody. Then come forward, belly on your sides. Swing your hands behind the back and join the feet together. Uttanasana. Try to get your chest below your knees. Come right back up. Uttanasana. Engage the buttocks and upper back to support you as you lean back. Come back always to the hearts. And one more time, raise your arms up. Stretch the whole front of the body from the feet all the way to the hands. Come down, bend your knees, belly on your thighs. Uttanasana. If you're flexible, maybe the forehead against your shins as well. Top of the head almost touching your feet. Left leg back. Back knee down, Kapyasana. Now here you can stay in your Kapyasana, or if you have variations, go ahead. Turn to your left if you like, slide your left hand towards the foot. You can stay like this, or so you can bring your left foot up. You maybe press the foot against the inside of the left arm, or if you have a bind, take the bind. Lean towards the foot, fingers close to the ear, lock your fingers together, and then push your foot away from your shoulder. Again, options according to your abilities. Make the pose, bring the left foot back down, turn forward, back into high plank. And again, into upward facing dog. Whatever entry you want to take to get there, it's all perfect if you do your best. Into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then the left leg goes up, three-legged dog, step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop your seat all the way forward towards front heel. Kapayasana again, reach back, try to get your fingertips over the toes. Or take your other forms. Turn to the right hand side to your foot. Try not to make any folds on the inside of the body. Or take other variations, your spear or your swan. You will have the opportunity to realize everything on the path of self-realization. But don't worry about what you attain in this lifetime. Just try to get as far as you can and pick up in the next life where you left off. Then break the pose. Coming forward, belly under thighs, join your hands, and then bring the right foot beside your left. Uttanasana. The gesture of lowliness. And come right up to standing, reach up and back. Come back home, hands to the heart. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale the left arm up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine the love going out to all things everywhere, just like the sun that shines its light down on everything. Exhale back down to the heart, remain established in divine, unconditional love for all people. And release. Good. Let's continue with other postures now, balancing poses. Let's start off with anchoring down the left foot, bring the right knee up, and see if you can take your tree, either with your foot on the thigh and inseam the thigh, or if you have a lotus, you can do your lotus. Your knee up to the shoulder, turn the solar foot up, and push the outer edge of the foot against the top of the left leg. If you know that, go ahead. Any variations you know, go ahead. Do so according to your abilities, and if you can, raise your arms up. Be tall and stately like a tree. Look up if you find a balance. But always ready to bend, just like the branch of the tree or the trunk, so that you don't stay too rigid in body or mind or stature. Good. Now from here, you can stay here or ballet pose. So release the foot, take hold the inside of the right heel, the thumb behind the heel, and bring the leg out to the side. Your arm and your leg, your toes and your fingers in the same line. If you need, you can bring your left hand on a wall. You can stand with your back against the wall. More flexible, bring the foot up higher. Now embody the grace and the poise of a dancer. Good. Be magnificent and graceful. Want to try to let go of the foot and try not to allow it to drop. Hold the breath, let go of the foot slowly so that the foot does not drop. Engage your leg muscles. And then come back down. Now anchor the right foot down firmly, spread the toes like the roots of a tree, and bring your left foot up. Again, in your tree pose, your foot against the inside of the thigh, press the base of the toes, toe pads and heel into the mat, or you can take your lotus again and come all the way up again with the arms. Reach up with each breath, go taller, just like the tree is always looking to reach up towards the skies, towards the sun. The energy of the sun fuels us just like the love of God and the wisdom of God fuels us. Keep on reaching for that sun. Now from here, ballet pose. So take hold of the left foot if you can. Hold the inside heel and bring the leg out to the side again. Wherever you get the foot, whatever happens, just dance with it. Be unconcerned, be unjudging. Stay in the same temperament. Like the witness, just watching everything. Again, if you like, you can see if you let go of the foot. Hold the breath. Engage leg muscles and let go of the foot slowly so that it doesn't drop. And then bring it back down. Good. Charge the body, turn the palms forward, close the eyes, inhale, imagine the best streaming right into the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Send it out to all beings as well. Share everything that you have, that you are, that you do. Now let's come to the back of the mat. Let's start off with airplane pose. So you bring the left foot forward, arms up to the side, bend your left knee, come forward. Your belly can come on your thigh, and then push the right leg up. Try to make your body straight like a level flying airplane. You can stay here, or you can cant the body down a little bit so your head is about the height of the knee, your right foot comes up higher. If you want, you can transform into an eagle, arch your back. Make the arms look like the wings of a bird, that magnificent bird. Create the image in your mind, realize it with your body. Now bring the hands down to the ground. Bend your left knee so you can get your belly on your thigh. Raise your right leg up higher if you can. If you need to, you bend your right knee so that if you have tight hamstrings, you're not straining too much. Your left hand with the index finger on the outside of the heel. And see if you can bring the right hand in closer and closer. Maybe when it comes close, you can take your fingers off one at a time until you're just on the index finger. If you want, you can even take your right hand on the foot. Index finger on the inside of the heel. Gaze beyond your toes. Hip over the heel. And then break the bones, bring the right foot back down. Keep your head heavy as you roll your way up. Good. And now try it on the other side. The right foot steps forward. Lean into it. Arms up to the side. Bring the left leg up. And then once the leg is up, straighten up the right leg. Be like that. Airplane again. Straight line from head to hand, from the top of the head to the toes. Lean down, bend the right knee a little bit if you want. So you can bring your belly to rest on the side. Head comes lower towards the ground. Your left foot comes up higher. Then if you want, you can arch your back. Imagine you're an eagle soaring through the air, skimming the surface of the ocean. You become what you believe, you become what you see in your imagination. And then bring hands down to the ground. Bring the belly on your side, bring your left leg up higher, or your knee again, depending on your flexibility. Your right hand to your foot, index finger on the outside of the heel, and then walk your left hand in closer and closer. Stay on the fingertips. So you can release one finger at a time until you're just on the index finger. Maybe if you want, hold your breath and bring the left hand on the foot as well. Gaze just beyond your toes. Then bring the left foot back down. Stay here for a moment. Bend your knees, land your belly on your side, step on your hands with your heels. Your heels are resting in your palms, and push your legs again. Get back with your body. Try to get your face to your shins if your legs are perfectly straight. Or your belly with your thighs. Now from here, roll your way up slowly again. Again, charge the body, turn the palms forward. Inhale, imagine lights of every color streaming into the body, right up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Illuminate yourself from within. It's like the spiritual sun that blazes within, always blazing. Turn to alongside the mat now, and then walk or step your feet apart. You're going to turn to the left first. Turn your left foot forward, and then come into your Virabhadasana. You have the flexibility, go a little bit lower. Make sure your left knee is not popping inwards. Good. Be strong and determined like the warrior now. Come into the warrior consciousness. From here, bring a right arm up. Virabhadasana, one look between your hands, allow the head to fall back. If you can't turn your hip all the way, lift your back heel. If it's too much, lower your right knee down on the ground. You always find a variation that suits your abilities. but show the devotion of the warrior. Now from here, bring your hands down to the ground, both hands the inside of the foot. From here, push your left hip back, your right hip back, your left fingertip slide back behind your heel a few inches. Trikonasana, raise your right arm up. If it's too much, you can't open up, you can bring your right knee down and do it from here. Try to get your right arm up, straight line from hand to hand again. If you have other variations, go ahead. You can bring your right arm behind the back and slip your hand on your thigh, roll the thigh outwards, or take a full bind. The left shoulder goes underneath your left, just against your knee. Your left arm goes underneath the leg. Join your hands behind your left thigh. Your head comes down. Break the pose. Looking forward, bring the right knee down. From here, slide your left foot in so that your legs look like a box. Good test. See if you can lift your left foot up. If it comes up easily, it's in the right place. Bend the toes under and the back foot. The right arm goes up. Ankle autonomy towards the right. Go down with your right arm to the outside. So you want to try get your arm all the way down, your armpit on the outside of the knee. Your left hand pushes into your right. They start the shoulders, but as you push downward, the belly comes up at the same time. Center the chest eventually lands behind your thumbs. Roll the left shoulder all the way back. Push the left hip back, the head forward. If you know other variations, more advanced, go ahead, take a bind. Left arm goes, right hand goes underneath your leg, left arm goes over your back. If you want to take your left knee, your right knee up off the ground, you can do that as well. Go to the edge of your potential every time. So you're always moving your edge forward each and every time you practice. Now from here, break the pose. Bring your hands down to the inside of your left foot and move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Beastasana, lizard. So just rock back and forth a few times, push back through the heel. And one more time to the back foot, lower the knee down. If your hips are low enough, you can see if you can fall onto your right forearm and then roll back to your left. If your hips are a little bit too high from the ground, stay on your hands, but just keep sinking your hips forward like you're doing a cobra pose. Try to anchor down the hips. Eventually the rest of the body will follow. That's it. Imagine where you're trying to get your body lower than the knee. Keep telescoping your head and chest forward. The more you lengthen, the more the body will come down. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. That's it, everybody. Good. Slide your right foot back more so that you can straighten out the right leg a little bit more. Good. Sink through the hips. Come back onto the hands. Lift the back knee up off the ground, turn to alongside the mat and come all the way back up again. Into standing position. Now we're going to go to the right. Turn the right foot forward. Virabhadrasana. If you need to turn around, then go ahead so you can still see the camera. And then look over the front hand again. Strong and steady like a warrior. Always steadfast in their duty. Never hesitates. Virabhadrasana 1, look up. The head goes back. Look between your hands. Telescope your body by the hips. Now bring the hands down. Trikonasana or Sukha Trikonasana. You can bring your left knee down if you like. The right hand comes in front of your right foot. Left arm goes up. You can do it from here, or if you can do it with your legs straight and your left knee up off the ground, push the right leg straight. Move your right hand back behind your right heel a few inches and bring your left arm up. Try to open up your chest fully. Your shoulders eventually one on top of the other. And again, if you have any bind, if you want to do any kind of half or full bind, then go ahead. That's it. Pull the body against your leg. Beautiful. The head stays down. Try to get your left leg completely straight. Perhaps the right leg will eventually straighten as well if you push your shoulder against the knee. Break the pose. Turn forward, the left knee down. Adho Uttanasana. Again, your legs are like a box. So you can do the little test again to make sure that the foot can come up easily. It's then anchored in place, your left arm comes up. Push the knee out of the way with your right hand, so your left arm can come down a little more easy to the outside. The right hand again pushes into your left. So much so that the belly comes higher than the thigh, and eventually the thin chest is right behind your thumbs. Turn the face and chest all the way up. Hands, if you have variations, go ahead. Take a bind if you have the flexibility. Maybe take your left knee up off the ground if you have the balance. Wherever you are again is perfect. If you can find the stillness and start to merge with the form, try to see God in the form. With the pose, bring your hands to the inside of the right foot, the right knee moves out to the edge of the mat. Again, we're switching back and forth, trying to get your hips to think. Feels that they're made of lead. Push back one more time to your left foot, lower the knee, flatten out the toes, roll to your left so you can get on your left forearm. If your hips are not close enough to the ground, stay on your hands, but see if you can pull your hips towards the ground, like they're made of, like you have rocks in your hip pocket. It's very heavy. If your hips are anchored down, perhaps the rest of the body will come down with it, the pelvis, the belly, and the chest. Look like a lizard just sunning itself on a worm. And embody its stillness. Once the body is still, the mind has a chance to come into a quiet state as well. Come back onto the hands. From here, then the toes under the back foot, lift the knee, turn towards the long edge of the mat again. Prasarita Palattanasana. So wide angle, take hold of your ankles if you like, or your shins, or you can step on your fingers with your outer edge of the feet. Pull head forward and bring your body right between your legs. Try to get your head between your feet. And if you can, maybe the head comes right down to the ground. Lift the shoulders up away from the ground. Roll the sides outwards, roll the shins inwards. This is an inversion here. Bring your attention to the space to your eyebrows. You can stay here. If you know how to get into headstand from here, you can go ahead. Put your hands in tripod, your fingertips behind your heels, and see if you can straddle up, or bring your feet behind your wrists, and you can just press your shoulder, just underneath your knees against your elbows, so you can pull your toes away from the ground, maybe just one foot at a time. Once, of course, go up higher. Move according to your conditions and your comfort level. If you're always in a constant state of anxiety or pain or suffering, this is what you'll transmit. Imagine all beings are experiencing this through you. So be mindful of what you're sending out. Good stuff, everybody. Now, make your way down with control. If you were in a headstand, there's some inversion. Once the feet are back down, come back up. Back to standing position. Walk your feet in a little bit closer so that your feet are a little bit more hip width, but your toes are still pointing out. Easy Chakrasana. Bend your knees like you're sitting on a horse. Your knees go past your toes. Your hands on your seat, push into your seat, pull down, and start to bring your chest up and your head back. Again, according to your comfort level. If you're more flexible, you can slide your hands down the backs of legs one at a time. Land your hands just underneath your knees. Roll the thighs outwards, roll the shins inwards. You want to keep going. More flexible. Maybe some of you can come all the way down with your hands underneath your heels. Push your hips forward. Try to straighten your legs more. Keep your hips forward. Now, from here, walk your hands back. If there's some on the legs, back onto your seat. Push into your seat, pull down. Come all the way back up into standing. Good. Now from here, jump your feet together. Tadasana. Facing the short end of the mat again. Stay here for a moment. come into the mountain consciousness. From the base of the spine, like the base of the mountain, inhale up to the crown, which is like the summit to the mountain. Exhale back down to the base of the mountain, the base of the body, the spine. Be unshakable and solid and immovable in your devotion to the practice. So now from here, bring your hands forward. If you have no wrist issues, you can fall into plank. If it's too much, you can lower on your knees and come into plank. So if you're falling from above, hands a little bit in front, hold your breath, and see if you can land. So again, make sure you know your abilities and your wrists. Okay, so from here, step the left hand a little bit more to the right, turn to the right, Vasisthasana, push your hips up. And the left arm is fully extended, your hands a little bit from the shoulder, remind you to keep your arms straight. Come back to plank, go the other direction now, the right hand just in front of the nose, turn to your left. Back to plank. From here, jump your feet to the hands or walk your feet to the hands. Come into a squat. Lift the heels if you can. Now, stay steady. The legs might start to shake. Be unconcerned. Be like the wind. It's the body experiencing, not you. You're not the body nor the mind nor the emotions. Come down a little bit lower. Your seats and mind, your knees, your heels can lift up even higher as you come down further. And once your seat is right behind your heels, tuck your chin in. If you want, roll all the way back. Bring your feet behind your butt, your head, come into plow pose. Or baby plow. For baby plow, your seat's a little bit behind your shoulders. Your knees are close to your shoulders. Your feet may or may not be on the ground. No matter. Keep your hands on your back. If you feel like you can go into full plow or Kanapidasana, you can do that as well. Try to get your shoulders and your hips in the same line, your feet as far away from your hand as possible to get the nice back stretch. Now take your attention to the space between your eyebrows, settle your mind and your attention there. Make your mind one pointed in its focus. Drop your thighs against your body, your knees near the side of the head. You can even shut out the distractions coming into the eyes and ears. Close the eyes, close the ears. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go but deeper within. Arms come behind the back, palms down, prepare to come out. Descend slowly with control. Push into your arms so that the descent is slow. Keep your legs close to your body as long as possible. And then eventually, when your legs are ready to come down at an even speed. No crash landing with the legs on the mat. Once the feet are down, push into your lower arms. Lift your back up off the ground. Push the elbows closer towards one another behind the back. Lift the chest and bring the top head to the ground. Fish pose. If you're feeling strong, raise your legs 12 inches off the mat and breathe very fast in the nose like a sniffing dog. Release down, break the pose. Come back down on your back. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Come back to seated position. Paschimottanasana. Keep your knees bent if you have tight hamstrings. Raise your arms up, hinge at the hips. Bring your body onto your thighs. Take hold of the feet, or you can alternatively hug your legs to the body with your arms. If you're more flexible and get your legs straight, then don't waste your time, as Dharmaji says. Go right into the pose. Try to push your chest beyond your knees. Keep your belly and your thighs together. Imagine trying to touch the top of the head surface. Bring your attention to the base of the spine. Inhale up to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the spine. Each exhale, try to form a weight into your legs. Release the hamstrings a little bit more. Each inhalation, lengthen. Feel the spine go longer and longer. Up. And behind your back, slide your feet in a little bit. Point the toes and fingers to the corners of the mat and lift your hips. Bench pose. Shoulders, the chest higher than the shoulders, the shoulders, the hips, and the knees in the same line. Allow the head to go back. Breathe very fast. Make the belly jump. Roll the seat down. Final twist. Seated twist. Left hand up. Right arm behind the back. Push the hand against the side of the back. Then the left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Exhale, turn to the right. Try to get your whole torso to spin, not just the eyes. As you're trying to pull the knees beyond the left edge of the body, look over your right shoulder. Just completely open. Knees together. To the center, go to the other side. Reach the right arm up. Go to the left. In the poses, we cultivate compassion for all forms because we ultimately want to see God, see ourselves in all forms, so we treat them the same way as we want to be treated. That's the first step of compassion, cultivating it. And then we try to see God in the forms, and then it becomes unimaginable to want to do any harm to any being. Break the pose, lie down on the back for Shavasana for a few moments. Rest on your back. Take a deep breath in once you arrive on the ground. Exhale, imagine you went unconscious. Just allow all the tension and the effort to fall away. Make yourself completely receptive to receiving everything now, all the fruits of practice now coming to you as a result of you offering up your efforts. And your actions, all the good actions will bring benefits to you, attract good karma. Likewise, all forms of actions that come from a negative place that are not in alignment with the ethical rules will require some spiritual correction. But it is all necessary, and everything is happening in accordance to the divine plan to help us to evolve. So even be grateful for those times, those challenges and difficulty, because they help us to evolve and grow. Here to come back from Shavasana. Move in a way that is gentle, that is reverent, that is quiet. Continue to be like the witness, watching the body moving all by itself. In preparation for your mission, to continue to radiate your light and your love to all beings. So we close this portion of practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within and send it to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God, all is within. Thank you so very much for coming, everybody. I will do pranayama for the next 10 minutes. It's completely optional. If you have to get going, have a wonderful day. If you want to stay, I'll just turn off the camera and we'll continue. Thank you, Namjin. See you soon. Love you.